Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Here we are on yet another adventure. As you can see, it's dark, so it's night. We're heading for the boat at Portsmouth, and we've got a proper tall order on this evening. The trailer didn't come out of South Wales as early as it should have done. My colleague Gerald has just dashed up to Membury Services, where we've changed over, and I'm now heading for the 11:30 sailing with approximately an hour and 30 minutes drive to get there. The adventurous part is it's 10 p.m. already. In fact, it's 10:02. Oh dear. So we've an hour and 28 minutes and the boat actually sets sail. So what I'm going to do, my boss has asked me to ring him, but what I'm going to do is get a bit further down when I've sort of got 50 miles to go, which is I can usually do in about an hour. So, excuse me, I'm going to get to within 50 miles of Portsmouth and then ring him and say, right, I can be there in an hour, and he will then ring the ferry company, beg, borrow and plead that they do whatever possible and fit me on at the last minute. But we'll see how we get on. So stay tuned. Well, the call has been made and my boss spoke to the ferry company. Unfortunately, the boat is going to sail at 11:15, which is exactly 30 minutes from now, and I've still got 22 miles to go, and it's through the roadworks on the way into Portsmouth, and then I've got to book in and passport control and everything else. So provisionally he's changed my booking to tomorrow morning's sailing. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's 7 minutes past 11, sorry. The ferry leaves in 8 minutes, and we are 1.9 miles from the terminal. Oh dear. I'll leave the camera on when we get up to the check-in booth, and then you'll hear firsthand whether I get on or not. After 0.6 miles, exit the highway. But this is proper. Oh, this. If I get on this, it'll just make all the difference to this trip. But I can't do any more than what I have done. And Gerald's done his bit, fair play. He batted straight through to Membury to change over with me, so I can't even see if the boat's in, to be fair. There's that many lights. I don't know which is which. After 400 yards, turn right at the roundabout, taking the fourth exit. Sweating on this one, people. 8 minutes past 11. Turn right at the roundabout, taking the fourth exit. Then keep left. Take the fourth exit onto Wharf Road. Then keep left. Come on. Let's have a bit of luck on our side for once. That's what we need, isn't it, people? A bit of luck. Everybody needs a bit of luck sometimes. And by heck, do I need it today? At least they've finished the roadworks here, that's good. And there's nobody queuing, that's good. Right, listen up. Free entrance. Oh.
Take the next left.
Well, I don't see any vehicles in the lane, so that ain't good. Anyway, it is what it is now. It's out of my hands. He doesn't seem to be making any rush. So. Yeah, good mate, thanks. Is there any chance of getting on tonight? It hasn't left yet though, no? Well, he booked me tonight, but he rang and said I was running late, but I've got fresh meat on, and they said, oh well, if he gets here as soon as he can, we'll try and get it. If not, we'll change it.
Yes, 040.
Yeah.
Just back up, please. Just go into the office.
Go into the office, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you let him know I'm here as well or not? No? No problem. Thanks, buddy.
Back up in the first lane here.
Yeah.
As long as you're not sticking out, I'm happy.
He says, just park in here.
Take the next left.
Park in here. They are still loading, as you can see. Wish me luck. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be tight. Oh well, bad news. Even though the boat's still in, as you can see up there, can't load till tomorrow. Can't even get the ticket. So, I'll go back at 6 in the morning to get the ticket and book on. Hell, I'm running for ages. Dear. Oh well. Do as they say. Back in the morning. Everybody, we've been and checked in and checked on and booked in and booked on and all the rest of it, and we're now moving around to load onto the boat. So he's just dragged me around here. The problem with Portsmouth is they sometimes drag you around here and then you sit here for 3/4 of an hour, wasting your ferry movement. Well, they moved in forward straight away, so hopefully I shall be on next. Let's get this journey going. Sending him on. If he calls me forward now, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yep, here we go. So we'll give this young man our ticket. Right, there we are. As you can see, down in the dungeon. But it is what it is. There weren't that many of us, so I'm not quite sure why they used it at all, but they have done. The good thing is they didn't pack us in like sardines, so you can get in and out fairly easily. See how empty the car decks are, apart from motorbikes. Still cars to load, but right, we'll head up to the restaurant for a bit of breakfast. Here we are then, arriving in Ustrium. Beautiful day. Ship's just turning and it'll go alongside the berth. Meanwhile, I'll make my way down to the dungeon where my truck is. Down on deck number 1. This is the restaurant. All the food and drink, the hot meals, the starters, and the puddings. It's not bad food on here. Not the best, but it'll do. Pick up the stairs and head down. Right, here we go. That's us away. 1402. I just want to go steady up here because if I accelerate, the hanging stuff on the rails will slide rapidly to the back, and though they should be locked off, I had an issue the other day where they weren't, so rather than risk it, we'll just go nice and steady.
He will confirm that we need to go to sit up, though I already know that anyway, as it's been sent on a message from British Ferries.
That's us clear from the police border passport control checkpoint. From that stupid corner. Yeah, now just up to Sibeb. You've done this with me before. It's just 3 or 4 minutes up here. They're generally good, so we should, depending on how many trucks they've pulled. If they haven't pulled many, we'll get on a bay pretty sharpish and get everything done and away, hopefully. Well, Matey Boy said when I came into the gate, back onto the bay, it's just a seal check. So I may be out of here quicker than expected, which would be excellent news. When we go around this corner, we should be able to see a white Scania. Oh, you can't see it now. But the chap there asked me to give a mention to a young man from Kilkeel. So if your name is John Harper and you're from Kilkeel, apparently you watch my videos. Thank you very much, John. And you recommended me to your friend there who came across. I'm sure he took a photo, so I'm sure he'll send it to you or you'll see it on social media. Anyway, we'll go just round here, catch these gates to open for us. It's 564 miles to, what did I put? I think I put Fresia's Tunnel in. So I'm hoping to get as far as as close as I can to the tunnel today. I certainly won't do 564 miles, particularly the route I'm taking and the time it is. So what we're going to do, is punch on as far as we can. If I can get 450 miles today, that would still be decent enough for me. If I can get closer to 500, that's better still. But as I say, it's Friday and we're likely to catch some pretty dire traffic. But we'll crack on and do what we can.
Take the 4th exit onto D514.
Everybody likes a bridge, don't they? Usually see some nice ferries or boats or whatever down in the water there. Of course, you can't see nothing today. Typical, isn't it? Hello, everybody. We're about 30 miles outside Paris, and as you can see from the other side, the traffic coming out of Paris is fairly heavy. It's 10 to 6 UK, so 10 to 7 local time. The problem is we're going to skirt around Paris and then we'll actually be joining traffic the same as that, heading out of Paris from the south side. So I'm expecting it to busy up around there. I have got enough time to get round and down and out the way of it, so I'm not bothered about taking a break or getting snarled up in it and losing a bit of time, other than it just affects the whole trip. But yeah, there's no taco issues, you know, where I need to stop and make sure I've got enough time to do it. So we'll see how that goes. I've got just short of 2 hours left, so hopefully I'm going to get round and out the south of Paris, like I say, and probably half an hour to an hour further down the road, depending on the traffic. But it does look busy coming out the other way. A lot of people will be heading out of Paris towards the country, and south of France is popular, and they'll just be wanting to get out of the city, you know. But so far, in fairness, the roads down to here have been absolutely spot on. We've been on the limit all the way. Couple of small issues where we had to slow down for slip roads on and off, but otherwise it's been absolutely brilliant. And a lot of this motorway now is rather than toll booths, it's actually like the Spanish and Portuguese system, where you just drive underneath sensors, and it picks up your box. So as you're driving along, you haven't got to stop. You just slow down to 70 k's an hour, and as it goes through, it beeps, charges the box, and you just carry on driving. So yeah, that's a bit of a time saver as well. Beautiful day though, 20 degrees, nice and warm, dry, lovely. As you can see on the right hand side, there's a 2 metre height limit on the inner peripheric, which I believe is dual height thing, like one road above another in a concrete box section. I've never been on it because my truck's 4 metres high, so I can't fit in a 2 metre tunnel, obviously. But even though I've been over here in a car, I've never driven on that part of the peripheric. But somebody was asking me about that the other day, and they said,
take the exit in 2 miles.
They said,
keep to the left in 100 yards.
Shut up. They said, no, there's no 2 metre sections anymore. They've all gone. It's all blah, blah, you know. And I said, no, it is. I'm positive. But there was the proof. Here we are then, as suspected. This is the traffic coming out of Paris, as I said, heading south, and we're joining it. So we've had a good run in because we've been coming against the flow of traffic, if you see what I mean. But now we're travelling with the flow, and it's fairly busy. We're still doing all right though. South of Paris, really. Evening, everybody. I've just stopped at this lovely little area, plenty of room. Don't know why I've come through that not a bit. Anyway, yeah, just stopped there to have a bit of tea, and had a lovely pasta salad that I've had in the fridge. Got it from Lidl the other day and ended up not eating it. So I've just had that, and jelly trifle and custard thingy. It was gorgeous. We've 364 miles to go to Frisius, so I won't make that today, which I knew I wouldn't anyway. And I've 6 hours driving left for today. So I'm going to do my next 4.5 hours, see where that gets me, and then weigh up whether it's worth taking a break or calling that it and starting my 24-hour weekend rest, because I'm having a reduced rest away from base this weekend. Check the fridge over, check the pallet carriers. I was hoping there was going to be a spare AdBlue barrel that I could have just stuck 10 litres in, because down in Italy we tend to struggle for it a bit. So if I see one at the services, people often just leave them there. I might pick one up and stick 10 litres in, just to be handy. Evening again all. We've just stopped here for our 45. I've just pulled across the back of these boys here so that my fridge is away from them, so as not to wake them, and people can still pass, and I'm not taking up a space. There is a couple of spaces, but I don't want to take one up, because if anybody does come in, not that they're likely to at this time of night. That's the second 45 cleared, so I've now got an hour and a half, and I've found a routier that's open on a weekend, which is unusual, though it's 75 miles away. So I'm sure we've done this calculation before. At an average of 50 miles an hour, I've got an hour and a half to cover 75 miles. So it's very much nip and tuck. Hopefully I can make it. But that's where I'm going to head for. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Morning all. This is where we ended up parking last night. It's a bit rubbish really. Just been for a bit of breakfast with a couple of Welsh boys. And they're here for the weekend too. So we'll be having a bit of dinner this evening. And then tomorrow, we're heading over there. Turin.